A revolutionary change is in the works in the management of California's national forest. Now, the new plan recognizes fire as a positive tool for keeping the forest healthy. Both environmentalists and the U.S. Forest Service like the concept, one that they've fought for years. But as Eric Thomas explains in tonight's Assignment 7 report, the devil is in the details.
It's hot, it's dry, and California forests are primed for disaster.
These forests are sick, they're in trouble, and we need to do something soon to change them, or they're going to continue to die off and to burn up catastrophically.
Jeff Brown runs the Sage Hen Field Station in the Tahoe National Forest, ground zero in a new strategy on how to handle forest fires.
This will give the total height of the tree.
UC Berkeley researchers are spending hundreds of hours measuring every tree and counting every twig on scientifically chosen plots of land.
Take all that data and you can put it in the computer, and ultimately you can calculate how many tons per acre is on the ground of dead fuel.
Once they know how much fuel there is, they'll use this three-dimensional laser map to figure out how fire will behave on different types of terrain.
Just like speed bumps in a parking lot, you're slowing your car down or altering your car's behavior. It's the same thing in the forest. We want to slow the fire down.
The old method of slowing fires was a fire break, but no more.
The traditional idea that you need to have this big bare area of ground to stop a fire has essentially been debunked.
Firefighters have discovered that simply clearing a strip of land doesn't work that well, especially when the flames get into the tops of trees.
The fire gets wind, it's got its own weather. The embers are going over. They jump the little strip.
So instead of fire breaks that are bare strips of cleared ground, the new fire strategy calls for SPLATs. That stands for strategically placed area treatments. SPLATs are areas of the forest where small trees are taken out, the ground fuel is burned away in a controlled fire, and the big trees remain. Researcher Gary Roller took us to an area that's already been thinned to resemble a SPLAT.
There are hardly any understory trees, no seedlings or saplings of any size. There's nice spacing here between the trees, and the crowns are not overlapping.
So what we're standing in
Researchers believe this thinned-out forest is what the Sierra used to look like, not this densely packed forest we're more used to seeing now.
When you read the stories of the people that came through here on the wagon trains, they could drive wagons through the Sierra forest easily. If you look around here now, you can't do that.
Environmentalists say humans interrupted the forest's delicate balance. They put out naturally occurring fires and cut too many trees.
We've got 100 years of really bad management where we've cut the big trees that are naturally fire resistant, and we've left the slash, which is the branches and the tops of the trees.
The National Forest Service may eventually put SPLATs on 20 to 30% of its Sierra land. The UC research going on now will determine where those SPLATs will be most effective, but whatever the data shows, there's almost certain to be a battle over just how many trees are cut and how much fire is allowed to do the job nature intended.
The Sierra Nevada evolved over time with fire as a dominant process. It's as much a part of the landscape as rainwater.
Eric Thomas, Assignment 7.